Hello everyone, Sense Noctum. Welcome to another mod overview, this time on Terrarian Slimes. A mod that simply adds the slimes from Terraria, and obviously expands upon certain things like gels. I think there's also a few bombs, as well as obviously spawn eggs, and yeah. So obviously many of these you'll see in different biomes, or in different, I guess, settings. So you've got the surface one, which is just sort of your typical green, blue, and pink that appear on the surface. You've got the far surface ones, which is the purple, which only appear 400 blocks from a world spawn point. You've got the rainy ones, which I assume only spawn during rain. They might drop umbrellas when killed. Underground and cavern ones will appear under the surface and present a challenge. You'll find red, yellow, black, mother, and baby slimes here. There's also apparently biome slimes. So there's one specific to jungles, deserts, and ice spikes or snowy areas. There's also hell ones, which are obviously in the nether. This applies to lava, crim slime, crop slimes, and slimelings. And there's also end ones. I may not show the world gen of each of these, because obviously it's not that easy to find them all generating that easily. So I'll just go via spawn eggs, but you will obviously get the idea based on the setting they'll appear in. There's also Illuminant and Rainbow for the end, and there's also a King boss one, so we'll get into that, of course. So, start off with the blocks, which obviously there's the following here, as you can see. I'll just go to daytime so it's easy to see. So you've got blue, you've got red, purple, yellow, etc, etc, as you can see all here. So you know what to expect with each one that you come across. To craft these, of course, you just get the slime balls for that particular slime. To do that, though, you probably might not get the slime ball itself from the slimes dropping, like you would typically in Minecraft slime fashion. You would instead, I assume, get gels, which is probably, in this case, biocrafting, kind of like the nuggets of the slime balls, I guess. But, so this is like the lowest form. There's the slime ball here, which is obviously compatible with other slime ball recipes, or maybe just the vanilla ones, I'm not sure about other mods, but I assume it acts the same. And you've obviously got the slime block, which you can then obviously, you know, use, I assume, for typical... Yep, so it still acts the same. They're all still slime blocks, they all still do that sort of functionality. And otherwise there's a slime crown, which summons the slime king, which you can do with any slime blocks. Yes, and a gold crown made like so, apparently. So that's how you spawn that boss. Otherwise, I guess we'll check out each one, and we'll just see what each one obviously does drop for us, besides the obvious of what we can tell based on the naming of the drops. Do I have a king... Do I have a king one? Can you... Okay, so I don't have that one, apparently. So I do actually have to use brown. I wasn't sure if there was an actual thing there. So there's that. It's curious, that's different. So we'll just get a sword, and obviously attack each of these. And I'm not going to respawn them, because there's obviously a lot to go through. And depending on the drops, we'll see what happens. So we've got green. Oops. Okay, well I will in that case, because that happened. I didn't set the difficulty correctly. So we've got green ones, which I assume are your typical ones. We apparently have an item inside this one. I don't know if there's known loot to appear in slimes. We've got 7 ladders. We've got a green gel. You obviously know the standard there. Okay, so you don't get regular slime balls from slimes now. They do require you to get the green gel. Interesting. We've got the blue one, of course. Which I don't know if many of these do different damage. They aren't splitting, though, either. So there's no different levels of slimes dropping from largest to other, I assume. Because I think that was a more medium-sized one there. So the slow falling from that. Is there any noticeable damage differences that it states? It doesn't seem like it. So I don't know if they do more damage at all, unfortunately. There's nothing detailed there, just have to go for it. So we've got the red one there, which is fairly tough. Red gel there. Purple also gives you quite a bit of trouble in the damage department. So we've got 2 there, so we didn't need to use eluding, which I was wondering if we would need to. I have to do enchantment here because I can't search enchantments in fabric that way. Let's see, looting 3, we'll do that. And I have an anvil here, don't I? Yes, I do. Cool, so we'll test if that works. And we'll just get some golden apples, why not? See how we do. Oh, come on. Can you? Right. Sunga's already there, but the other's not. So regeneration. There we go. Okay. So you're almost done. Alright, so yellow does how much? Probably seems they mostly do still about 2 damage for the most part. We've got a bomb there, which we'll check out, of course. Black slimes. Yeah, most of them seem to still do 2 damage. And we've got some more bombs there. My guess is it was just going to be like another mod was adding like slime loot, I guess, but it seems to be this mod because it's dropping the bombs. So we've got 3 there, so possibly. Possibly looting is working there. So we've got sand as well. So we've got 4 that time. Jungle. They all seem to have pretty much the same health, so nothing too different there. Ooh, illuminant. Okay, so it has... Oh, interesting. Oh, and there goes. So it has a sort of effect, as we can see there. Red. I think I covered these, didn't I? Well, we already know what to expect in the other, so we'll just do this. I think I may have missed some. So purple. Oh, come on. That, so that drops some coal all that time. Okay, purple, yellow, black, ice, such and such. Jungle, spiked ice. Spiked jungle. Interesting, okay. Mother slime. We'll just get the rest of these, of course, because we took damage. I wish I could keep inventory on there, but oh well. Too bad. My own issue there. So we've got a spiked one, which, whoa, okay. Does quite a bit of damage to you, if you're not careful. Does poison for a few seconds. So let's get some diamond and netherite armor. Not that you should need to this extent, but just for the sake of protection to get me able to defeat a ton of them one after the other. They're not following me though, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's do this now that we're geared up and go after a ton of them. So they do quite a bit of damage extra, and they have probably a bit more health. So we've got the spiked ice one as well, just giving me slowness compared to the poison. There's no other spiked ones per chance. There is the other one, which we'll get to. Just a regular spiked slime rather than a desert one. We've got the mother one, which I assume spawns smaller ones? Doesn't do too much damage, at least because of what I've got there effect-wise. Yep, so this is the one that spawns multiple, so that makes sense. Oop, and they can apparently give you blindness if you're not careful. Only spawns that many. It doesn't spawn, like, from largest to medium to smallest. It only just does to the regular and the smaller there. So this is the smaller one that we already know about. I don't know if the other one gives blindness, but my guess is that smaller ones definitely do. So we've got some redstone ore there. Interesting drop. So we've got lava, which we're not burning, but actually no, it's probably because we've got the netherite on, isn't it? Got obsidian there. Get this one again. Are we on fire? We are not. So it'll keep giving us obsidian, I guess. Spiked again. Okay, so we have some blue gel there. Umbrella. Which I don't know if that means that they will... Oop. That was a good idea. Nope, okay, so they don't fall at all. It just prevents them from rain, I guess? Don't know if the others are affected by rain. I guess it would not be, but it's just... that one just fits the cosmetic purpose. So we've got Corrupt, which obviously does quite a bit of damage, I assume. Will completely take us out if we're not careful. Come on. Health, please. Yeah, still does about the same. That gives us blindness as well. They do take a lot of hits. Oh, and it's similar to the mother one. Okay. It's like a mother, but more... Okay. So a bit extra on that one. Final few, of course, Slimeling, which is pretty much just the same as the Corrupt, but smaller. So the baby slime of the Corrupt. Crim Slime. Which is incredibly tough. Come on. I don't have a spawn point that's suitable. Come on. Oh, okay, so they just provide that then. So Crimson, Gel, nothing different there yet until we get to the rest of it. Illuminant, we obviously saw, which has sort of like a phase, sort of prior path sort of showing thing. Or illusion. Oh man, you're tough, aren't you? So we've got an Illuminant. Oop. And we've got Rainbow, which just changes to a different color every so often. Thank you. Just what I needed. Can you... Oh, okay, well they immediately do a lot of damage if you're not careful. I just need the sword, thanks, that's all I care about right now. Oh, thank you. Oh, even with that much armor, wow. They really are tough if you're not careful. So much for I just need the sword, puts on the gear and still gets taken out. So this isn't the king boss fight, but it still seems to deal a lot of damage. Unless they're like a serpent sort of one? Got a blessed apple and some rainbow gel. Interesting. So take a look at that soon. Obviously put keep inventory on so we can avoid taking even more damage. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's see. Keep inventory... Come on. Keep inventory quick. And we'll, now check out the other stuff in the mod.